everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Total Party Chaos. I am your GM, Billy Visna, and with us today, Keeper of Chaos. With us tonight, I am joined by our chaotic cast. Cass, could you please introduce yourself, your character, and what's your character's favorite song?
Hello, my name is Jacob, also known as JC. I will be playing Dante Smokespite today, and I do think, although I listen to a bunch of music that no one probably knows, I think he would vibe with My Name Is by Once Monsters.
Write these down. People, write them down, and then come back to us and be like, yo, I vibed with this. Yeah. JC, put it in the chat, too. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking. Who's next? Haley. Haley, I think you're next.
I'm next, but you've frozen me with this question, because, this takes so much time and research for you to, fucking throw this at me. Hi, I'm Haley.
Okay.
I know, it's alright. I play Ash, Smokespite, Dante's sister, and I physically refuse to answer this question without proper research.
Do something that's a fire pun.
I'm going to allow an IOU. I'm going to allow it. An IOU, and I will let you know next week. So then I can have a properly researched answer. Because, no, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'll have a reason as to why I don't know next week as well. You'll have to find out.
I respect it.
I think it's me, finally. Sorry I've been interrupting everybody. I'm Natalie, also known as New to You. A small announcement here. We're all kind of anticipating our favorite mind-numbing app going away. You can find me literally everywhere. I even created a red note today. It's all in Chinese, but I finally figured it out. It's just like TikTok. It's great. I actually really love it over there. But you can find me on Lemonade. You can find me on Snapchat, Twitch, YouTube. I'm same username, so go check it out if you want to. I'm playing Doll, and Doll's favorite song, I've been thinking about this a long time, would be Dead Flowers by Rivals.
Iconic. Hi, howdy. My name's Sabrina, aka BBEG Brina, and I play Eliana de la Luna. And her favorite song would be Close Behind by Noah Khan.
And my name is Seth, aka Noctopus, and other than here, you can also find me on my upcoming YouTube channel, Saturday Morning Spell Kids. And I think Rotmeyer's favorite song would be Nothing But Worries for Anxious Girlies by a band called the Crash Babes, which, coincidence, happens to also be my sister's band, which you can find on YouTube. They just released a music video and Spotify.
Hey!
Oh, that was wholesome.
I love that plug. A good plug. I'm Billy Vista. I love Dangerous on the Epic soundtrack right now. You should really go listen to it 150 times, because that's all that's been in my headset for probably 2 weeks at this point. So please go check out Epic if I can't plug it enough. Alrighty, who wants to do the recap for last episode in 1 minute, under 1 minute in character?
Ooh. All right.
I can do it.
Unless
you want to do it, JC, you should do it.
I ain't fucking scared. What are you talking about?
Let me get the grayscale.
Well,
Go for it.
Well, we started last episode by making sure that, I didn't get to do fucking shit in the beginning because we did a little bit of a flashback to people bouncing back and forth. We had Miss De La Luna hiding upstairs while the rest of us were approaching and beginning a fight at her residence. Ash, just before that, was talking to her mom and then maybe someone else, we don't know yet, before popping out for the fight. Most of it was us punching people in the face and getting shot not really a fair trade, but they were calling us murderers, and so I was calling them lobotomizers. It's just how it goes. We confirmed that the child, that's what she's young, was dropped out of the building while the two of them jumped out, and the rest of us started to run away before Rotmeyer got gunned down in the streets like an animal. Ash ran back and teleported away, and we ran into the graveyard where all of us had taken a quick breath at the mausoleum and asking each other some deep questions. Where are we going to go next? No, we're going to kill that robot. The answers to both? Don't know? Absolutely. Back to you, Billy. You've muted yourself.
muted.
Billy,
It's just
you're
me.
muted.
Oh, that was such a beautiful transition. Oh, God, Twitch can see it. Y'all, whatever. Alrighty. Well, the only other thing after that beautiful recap is tonight's sponsor. Normally, I miss the opportunity, but I've been planning this since Thursday. So, since Thursday, I haven't been wearing this shirt since Thursday. Please go check out Into the AM! Look at that beautiful graphic tee! Oh my god! It is so good! Go buy shirts from Into the AM. Honestly, you could wear a shirt like me since Thursday with the code TAILS to save 10% off your order. And yeah, you can even use that on clearance stuff so you can get this really sick, like, there's a planet. There's a little space guy down there somewhere. You can't see it, but he's down there. But go take that time. Go buy a really cool shirt. Honestly, it keeps the lights on here too, so that would be really cool as well. And I can buy a second shirt. So thank you so much for checking out Into the AM. Please don't leave the stream to go do it. Do it after stream. Take your graphic tee money like a little bit later. But all that being said, before we dive in, I just want to say, excited for tonight. With all that being said, pick up those smut books, save your swamps, and it's time for another episode. Total Party Chaos Muffin Love in Transition. Bow!
Believe you had props.
I didn't know Nat had props.
We had props. Everybody had props.
I always have props. Do you want me to like break everything and show you? I had. Are you? Yeah.
Everybody had. We gotta rehearse this.
I have more. I can do a show and tell. I love stuff. It's not great for not being like a hoarder.
I love it.
I enjoy stuff.
Visual props are always, I believe, appreciated.
Yeah, I appreciated it. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bless you.
Let's pick up where we were at. The last thing that we ended on after you guys were going back and forth in the mausoleum about different slight reveals, but maybe not revealing too much, was obviously figuring out what your next step is, figuring out a lot about your opposing side right now. And the last sentence that was left off by Honori Nova was, did Orifal hire you guys as well? She looks at the group of you. Picking directly up off after that question, Honori is still waiting there, long braids, electrical braids hanging down, waiting for an answer.
Well, ain't that a fucking can of worms? We've heard of him. Heard of him quite well, actually.
Who is this person you speak of?
Well,
The air.
who is he to you?
Pointed us to the city, actually.
Our temporary employer.
Yeah, a job.
So you
Did he give you a job?
no, but I don't know why he would ask the Glacial Exchange to come here, and then you guys as well if you didn't travel together.
That's rude.
You,
I'm gonna be
You-
finding that out, actually.
you part of the
Awesome.
glacial, or you just know the glacial came here?
I mean, we've learned a lot in our time. We had a couple people that ran scouting for us, and Orifal was something we picked up on our last scout trip into the city, kind of picking up more information about inside the heroes' circle. But yeah, I mean, from what we gathered, and then she goes, if I had my board, I could point it out. But on the picture was the one that we ended up taking from the Glacial Exchange when we had Line Moth do a little investigating around there, and we found out that he was the one who hired them to come here. I don't know why, but I mean, maybe you can ask him. Are you guys friends? Are you just acquaintances? He just hired you?
Acquaintances is a strong word, we'll say.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter as long as our goals align, right?
I guess so.
Did he tell you? Does he know? Do you know what he's doing with the Glacial Exchange?
Couldn't tell you. I mean, they came in. I mean, their leader came in a little bit later, but one of their caravans got here first and started kind of settling deals with, our people, Jolterion, and the rest of the heroes. Like,
That does sound like them. Yeah.
Well, at least we found out how they're exactly one step ahead of us, and that's that Orifel fella feeding them the same information he's feeding us. So I guess we've got to shut that down.
Do you need to report to this Orifel person?
We have been. Need is an word. I thought it was on friendly terms that we were doing something for him, so we were out of respect checking in with him. It's been a hot minute, I think. It's been a while since we have, but we have been.
Wait, hold on. Can we huddle real quick? And I gesture to Ash and Dante.
Yeah, and I grab Rotmeyer and Eliana
Okay, I guess they can be.
This felt like a more private conversation.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I guess I can just ask everybody.
No, it's
Did
fine.
we already? I've forgotten. My my brain is literally worm mush. Did we already establish that we're being blackmailed by Orifel?
Wait, are we?
Did we?
Are you?
I'm being
Pretty bad job
blackmailed.
he'd be doing if you
currently.
didn't know if you're
We're
being
getting
blackmailed.
paid.
No, I think I'm not being blackmailed. I would know if I'm being
Oh,
blackmailed.
Doll, are you being blackmailed?
I'm being blackmailed.
No!
Yeah.
Surprise! Why didn't you say
I was
something?
gonna-
Why were you so nice to him for no
I
reason?
don't know. I thought everyone was being blackmailed.
No.
To be totally honest.
But wait, Billy?
Um,
God, dear God, am I being blackmailed and I forgot because it's been a hot minute?
you guys,
it's been like a year and a half.
it has been like a year. Well, yeah, it's been like a year. You are not being blackmailed.
No, yeah,
it was
okay,
a
yeah,
doll.
good.
I can't promise yes or no based
No,
on what
that's
you know.
fine.
So
No, we were in a
yay.
business deal.
Yes, beautiful, excellent.
Perfect. Awesome. I
What is he-
love
what's
that
he, what's
answer.
he blackmailing you for? Do you want to be here? Just
No!
look at you with desperate eyes.
No, I don't.
Oh no!
I just.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, I'd
Steam,
rather
just
have. It's just awesome to know that you guys are getting paid and I'm getting blackmailed, because my question was gonna be, do we even really care about being blackmailed anymore? But that's not relevant to either of you.
No.
So never mind.
I guess
Well,
you know
That's
what
you were
this is
being
a
blackmailed for?
this is a moment where we need to realize the importance of communication. But yeah, what are you? What Eliana said?
I would be answering back right away, but since it's been a year, I've forgotten. Hang on.
Okay,
Come
Let's
back.
fail.
I mean,
in the moment.
now
in
to
the
think
meantime.
about it, of the 4 people who had left, probably were half and half between business deals and blackmail. I mean, I was told to keep an eye on Fox, which means she wasn't. I mean, she was already a bit of a stick in the mud in that respect.
Who told
but
you to do that?
Big O did himself. Orfal said she's not to be trusted.
You did a terrible job. Where should we let her go? This is
That's
why you gotta
because
let
of
me
the-
know your missions too, because otherwise you just
I mean, I took a what do we call that? A shot of saying fuck him and just let her off.
that makes sense.
And after a bit of time, I'm not
And
sure
I
if it
mean,
was the right thing to do, but as all this is pouring together, I ain't upset with my decision.
No, and I mean to know that Orfal is blackmailing Doll. That's
I
not
seriously thought he was blackmailing everyone.
no.
I mean, he probably if you're blackmailing someone, you want to make them think that everyone's in the same shtick as you.
He did a good job then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Fucking-
with bets on being half of the group was being blackmailed, it's probably not hard to make one half seem like the other half.
Is it safe to assume then that this Orifil person is an enemy?
Yes. I would
Someone
say
to be
so.
wary of for sure.
Did you see his picture?
I did not. That room was
well,
too
it-
small
in-
for me.
In 8 hours, I'll be able to show you again. I need a nap. I don't sleep, actually. Did you know that? Never mind.
That's a very fun fact.
Yeah.
The people who do need sleep, would we like to do that? I know we discussed, and Eliana looks at the pile of bones the doll had pushed to the side, and then she looks to the other corner and she starts walking that way to make herself a little bed.
Fair enough.
I
We
mean,
cleared out a crypt for you. Here, this coffin is clear for you.
Or are we actually
It just
staying?
thinks a little
Oh,
bit.
I mean,
That's
it's the
so
thing of
kind.
It's safe.
if we want to be staying in the cemetery, we can, but I have a feeling she might have somewhere further to bring us. Unless this mausoleum is truly the last bastion.
I don't know where you guys thought. I mean, we were escaping. There's guards
Yeah.
all over the city right now. Like,
Yeah, I think we have to sleep and then figure something else out. I think we're gonna do a locate person or locate scribe. We're gonna wait here.
Object.
I remembered
person.
something. Yes, we're doing a locate object on
Object.
something.
Person?
An object.
Let me
The
revisit my notes.
orb. Is
The
it some
orb.
orb? It's some sort of magic orb.
Locate object. I wrote on the artifact. Haha.
Artifact. So it's an artifact. Alright, so we need to find an artifact and we need that guy's head.
Jolts.
Joltarian.
Jolteon. Oh yeah. Jolteon.
Joltarian. What? Who was that woman we were getting the head for?
Aurea. The only reason I remember her name is because of Oreos.
I just want to
Why-
pause really quickly.
Straight up.
It's very
we
interesting how you
even
guys are
doing that?
remembering all of this information.
Then your mouse
It's
devices
like,
are-
please, somebody open notes immediately. Please, God.
No,
What
this is-
notes,
this is-
Billy?
this is how
you
you'll play,
assume
isn't
I
it?
take notes?
This is how
I'll
you
send
play.
you just like my little notebook, and then you can see how this
all
ADH mind
cryptic
works.
engrams and
Half
You
finished
chose the
sentences.
wrong
and-
people. You wanted something more like set in
Seriously.
stone.
Yes.
They're on the
Not
right
mantra.
path.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm not
want
even sure if it's the
lying.
right path, but
This
there
is how
a
real
path.
memory works, you know? They're just,
Mm.
they're really in character right now, Billy.
I love it.
Mhm.
Here for it. I'll go back.
Role playing.
I'm a Nori again.
What do you guys? Okay, what are you guys doing while we sit huddled face to face, just like all three of us, just like using our collective brain cell as it bounces between the three of us? Like, I remember we were gonna find something.
We're just like mumble speaking. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Where have we been for the last 5 months? In all seriousness, I think Rotmeyer's trying to keep an eye. I don't like the idea of staying in the mausoleum all night. It doesn't feel like a safe place.
Where do you want to go?
The clinic that I was sort of based out of. What was the name of the people who I was working near? I guess
The Planar Vanguards.
the Planar Vanguard. Do they have a good relationship with the militia? Would it be possible for us to maybe hole up in that abandoned clinic? That's where Rotmeyer is right now.
Roll me an insight check as you've kind of just like you're remembering like little details about their kind of conversations here and there.
27.
27.
Oh.
You remember vividly that the Planar Vanguards took that clinic because they wanted to kind of stay out of like eyesight of the militia and stay out of eyesight of like the peacekeepers. And you remember vividly that like even at right before you departed to kind of go on this journey that you're on right now, or unknowingly departed, they were trying to like keep what they were doing on the DL as they were like going around scouting.
Okay. In that case, if it is all right with everyone else, I know of a place where the eyes of the militia may not find us.
I
You
mean,
mean you don't want to stay here while I catch everyone else on fire outside?
Well, if your
And
plan
build
was
an
to catch us
undead
on
army?
fire-
I have bones!
We can take the bones with us, doll. Don't worry, I'll bring them.
Oh,
I
that's
would-
true. I have a bag of holding.
strongly ask we not defile these these resting
ne-
places.
Do we not
They're
need
already
them?
out! What?
We need them, don't we, doll?
They're
Yeah.
Doll, they are not
Yeah.
out. We are in there.
Maybe you're right.
Is a difference.
My question is, while I
Maybe
do
once we
love
kill
the
people
idea,
out there, you can use those bones.
Rotmeyer's rubbing his non-existent temples.
probably gonna be holding off on that for the moment, doll.
What was that, Eliana? I'm so sorry.
no, it's okay. While I do love the idea of not sleeping next to all of your friends, doll, I also don't know how feasible it is for us to walk out at all, even if we are going somewhere where the eyes are not on us.
I think Ash was gonna teleport us out.
No.
No?
Not,
Dimension door?
I could take one of you.
Take
Oh,
forward
well,
dimension
I have
there.
tree stride, so if there are any trees
Oh,
nearby,
yeah.
we can just make a break for it.
Are there any roots, little tiny plants in here?
Probably
It
not
probably-
in the mausoleum, but
Maybe like a mushroom or something.
as you guys are kind of discussing, Anori goes, you guys mentioned something before back when we were at the workshop. You guys said the sewer system? There is a sewer system that runs under what here. I don't know where it's at. I couldn't really help on that note, but there is one if we wanted to get around hidden
Yeah.
for a second.
Eliana gags a little bit.
Is there a manhole in the crypt? In the mausoleum?
There would be no manhole. in the
Mausoleum sewer entrance.
I mean, if there's a drain
If
for
there's
body
no
fluids.
rain, we might be able to get. Well, not even for body fluids. Just if rain comes in, there needs to be a drain somewhere.
Probably a
Otherwise, it will
drain.
just flood the ground. That's an easy way in, and because I do see one of us is a little adverse to going around an excrement. A storm drain does not
I can
connect with sewer pipes, therefore it would be clean water flowing through.
Do we have storm drains?
Or we could
in
use a
this house?
tree.
Or we could use a
Yeah.
tree.
Either way, we would have to make a break for it though and get out of here. So
Giving us options. They're not necessarily going to be comfortable, but we can try to make you not throw up, ma'am.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. As you know, I mean, I don't have much left to wear, and I would like this to not get covered in, you know.
wanna borrow some clothes here?
No, I
If-
can.
I'm great, but thank you for asking.
Do you not have a way
Okay,
to clean
just
yourself
thought I'd
up
double check.
after just anything and everything?
All at once?
No, I
You should
usually
let us
have at
use
least
Good
2
movie.
other outfits on
Mm.
me, and I already changed into one of them to do the concert, and now
Can
I can't go back to get my clothes because, well,
Can I just use prestidigitation to clean up Eliana and make her feel fresh and clean?
oh,
That you
No
would still have
need.
to go through
You're
it
all right.
first.
Oh
No, I mean, like right now, I'm just giving you, like, I just do a once over on like any dirt on your boots or on your dress, like any scuffs. Fix up any hair that's like, because like in my head, I imagine like prestidigitation is like, it's like doing anything that you want. It's like with a gust of magic to tidy things up and clean things. Like, so it's just like you would use it for. You would never do anything yourself ever. You would only ever use prestidigitation because why wouldn't you? So
it's true.
yeah, it's
Especially
a
as
good
cantrip.
tidy up, good clean
Good
up.
colon cleanse.
when Eliana is clean,
Yeah.
she. When Eliana is clean, she does like a twirl. She's so excited.
You
And then
look
you'd feel better.
great.
Now,
I
should we look
feel
on it?
great.
We need to look for a tree, and we need to look for a sewer
Drain.
entrance.
Sewer.
Whichever one we see first, that's the one we're gonna go for.
Might have light as a cantrip if we need it in here.
Were there people outside in the cemetery looking for us at this exact moment, or did we get to the cemetery fine and we just bundled into this to make sure no one could see us if they decided to look?
Confirmably, there was nobody running after you over the fence you guys hopped into the cemetery. That they were still
Option B.
You lost in the buildings.
Yeah. I'd say we should probably keep ourselves in some sort of group
we-
well looking, since we're looking for 2 different things split up into either 2 or 3 groups, whether we want to be in pairs of 3 or pairs of 2.
If we can have like a short rest, like an hour or so, I could cast invisibility on a few of you and at least, I don't know, try and keep. If you want to do like a scouting mission first.
I just have one quick point. If we wanted to locate object for the artifacts, I will need to take a full rest. And I figured here would probably be the safest place to do it, unless there's like another guaranteed safe place to do it. But I know it's like 8 hours in this.
But I think that's what we were
Mausoleum.
doing, yeah? We were gonna go to the safe place you said.
I believe the clinic may be safe.
Yeah, that's where we were gonna go. Through the sewers, right? Is that what we decided?
Through the
which way we-
sewers.
I thought we
or
were
the
splitting up to
trees.
look for something.
Either
Is
a tree or the drains.
Yeah.
I will
do you
need to
remember
take the
the-
sewers. I cannot walk very fast.
Are there
Should be fine.
vines or moss in this mausoleum?
Not that you guys can see. And it's pretty clean on the inside, but you have. I will say, you guys passed a lot of dirt, like entering.
That's nice.
Is there any sort of plant in here?
I would say the most you guys have is like. I'd say it'd probably be like granite. It would more like kind of like when I say mausoleum, kind of like imagine like the wall has like a lot of those slots that pull out and like the bodies are inside. There are a couple crypts or like coffins laying about, like stuff that hasn't been filed in yet. But there isn't like no plant life inside. But again, you guys did run past like all of the dirt and like a pretty nice garden setting going in.
We could ask the plants if they could find us a tree to use to teleport. Could we not?
If I cast Tree Stride, I know all of the plants within a 500 square foot area. So it'll tell me what
Surely
tree
there
is
must be a
nearest
tree
to
or
us.
something around this graveyard.
Yeah, let's do
And
that.
Rotmeyer only needs 5 feet of movement to get through. So,
I've got
Should be
that
good.
4 times over.
Yes.
awesome.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna
Sounds-
gather up all of the bones into my bag of holding.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I will-
distract Maya while that happens.
Yes,
so
I
you-
will just so happen to not be looking.
They're being given a new purpose.
Wait, look at this.
Sir.
tent.
We're taking inside outside. Because I'm putting them inside my bag. Rotmeyer, you can't see anything. Shh.
I'm dancing.
Forgive,
Thank
forgive me, various gods.
If you spend enough, for what it's worth, if you spend enough time with her, you'll just realize that it is like watching an avalanche come down a hill. You just kind of have to step out of the way or be bowled over.
That is what I worry about.
I was gonna say it's easy to ignore me once you've gotten used to me, but you took that in an entirely different direction. And I'm here for it.
No,
Okay,
you have
ready.
to ignore her,
You have to
otherwise
accept
you
it.
get consumed by it.
That's true. It's true.
All right. Shall we then?
Creak open the door and take a look-see about and see if we can see anyone outside.
Roll me a perception check or investigation check.
Ooh. Okay. 6.
I have people for that.
Yeah, yeah, you know,
Oh no, my people failed.
it's pretty clear outside.
There's like nobody out there.
Good.
This is
that's
crazy. I'm gonna
Anyone
open the
else
door
wanna have
really wide.
excellent.
Oh.
An Australian word, not an American word, but I'm gonna use it anyway.
Quick what?
What did you say?
A quick
Quiz?
squint.
Squizzer.
Squiz.
Squiz, definitely
Oh
not an
no,
American
it's
term,
something
yeah.
completely
Exactly.
I'm not used to.
That's an Australian. It's just a quick little look. Just a little look.
We
Gotta
call that a
change this
look-see.
rating.
A look-see.
absolutely.
Look-see doodle. You got all kinds of words for it.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to take a look, like after Doll, you can absolutely do the same. You can roll investigation or you can roll perception.
I do love Squiz, though.
New character name.
I'm gonna just roll squares.
Roll for squiz.
Is anyone else
Eliana would
rolling, or
peek
are you
out.
I'll
trusting
roll
doll?
if you don't
Okay,
want
okay.
to.
Forward, Eliana. And then anybody else?
No, I'm not rolling. I trust doll. She said it's clear.
18 plus 11, 29.
Jeez.
Perception.
You are a liar.
See the heartbeats of the. No, I'm kidding. You you do know it's.
200 miles away.
Yes, I am a liar.
Taking a look on the outside of the mausoleum, you do you see a lot of rows of flowers kind of going through. I'd say like leading south or north from the direction you're facing right now. You do see like different headstones that kind of align the spots. You do see a path that you guys kind of like ran through to get to where you're at. It's not like super visible, so like no one's most likely gonna track it. Just kind of looking around with a 29, I will say you do see the fence, a big iron fence that kind of encompasses the entire graveyard itself. Along the fence line, there are like gaps in between the bushes, so like there is like a little bit opening each spot that kind of like does peer to the other side. In between those gaps, you don't see anybody like around at the moment.
I'm gonna quickly turn to Rotmeyer. Quick cue before we go out there. Is your place within, if you can guess, within 500 feet here. Wait, let me double check that. But
If we're
question
still in
remains.
the Lumina, if we're still in the Lumina quarter, I don't think so. No, we're not in the Lumina quarter, right? We left.
You are not in the Lumina Quarter. You are in the lower city, but I'd say,
I don't think 500 feet.
yeah, I was gonna say distance-wise, it's pretty big.
No, the clinic
That's-
is further north, I believe.
How long would it take us to get
deceiving.
there? Ish.
Because
How long did it take you to get here?
It's close to the Tipsy Trader, which I don't know how to describe
Billy,
in
how
terms
long?
of adjacency.
It's okay. I would say it's probably not like a crazy distance. But I would say it's a little bit more than 500 feet. You're probably like maybe, if I had to give a rough estimate, maybe like 1,500.
How long does it take to walk 1,500 feet? Is my question, because I don't understand feet.
It's a great
like
question.
3 times that amount.
Like a fifth of a mile.
Yeah.
What does that mean? How long does that take to
200
walk?
feet is like a mile, right?
Shit,
How many
yeah, but
feet are a mile?
5,280.
I don't know kilometers. Hang on.
No, that's okay.
2,000?
How long does
1,000?
it take to just tell me how long it takes to walk?
Leisurely pace, 20 minutes. Yeah, there we go. 20 minutes.
Leisurely 20 minutes.
Oh,
but if we're
leisurely
power
20.
walking like the most active aunties in the world, I'd
If I
say
do
ten.
For some reason, I
1,000
was just
feet,
like,
unless
I thought you were going to say
Unless-
hours.
It's not that bad. Not that crazy, I promise.
No frame of reference. Cool. Let's do this then. Let's just fucking sneak it.
unless oh dear Lord Almighty Billy, unless we rule of cool it, because Critical Role deceived me into thinking, because they went across continents with that spell, so I'm gonna
They're
leave that
thinking
up
of
to you.
transport via plants. That's
No,
why
No,
they
I'm
deceived
not.
you.
It was Tree Stride and Keyleth.
But did they know the
I
plant?
know, but they said the
But did they
name
know
wrong
the
every
plant?
time.
Oh, did they?
I'm gonna say it. I am so good with rule of cool, but I really want to see y'all struggle a bit. So I am only doing it in this case because I want to see what you guys do next.
Rule of cool, but actually burn.
Hey,
There may
listen.
be a period, a length of distance where we will have to be exposed unless we can find a sewer entrance.
I've got invisibility for 3 people, and I can disguise myself. So if that could get us past any part, that's a option. You just let me know if you
Did I
need
see
it.
any water drains with the 29?
roll me another perception with advantage because you got a
With
29 the first time.
Okay.
I can also polymorph someone, and I can use just gaseous form on myself. So if Ash wanted to get other
Are they
people, we could.
Both
We would be covered.
28.
Because polymorph is
Or
gaseous.
polymorph?
Polymorph
Let me
is
double check that.
gaseous.
You see there's multiple
It's me.
like
Man,
Oh, it is concentration. What?
there are multiple areas where like the soil kind of like goes in to where those like bushes separate. That there could possibly be like a water flow system that would go down. Like something has to like let the water fall out of like the entire graveyard itself is like the kind of ideal you're putting in your head right now.
Well, I did like Dante's idea of using the water drains, not the sewers, the water drains. And I believe there might be some, and Eliana starts pointing. If anybody can get to there, it doesn't seem like anybody's around, but if you are maybe a little more stealthy than the rest of us, just to check. Anybody stealthy?
And who was that CTA for?
Hell, I'll do it.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Dante. I will give you guidance. Consider yourself guided.
All right.
I was about to cast thaumaturgy on you.
That ain't gonna fucking help.
I'll give you
Opposite of help.
resistance.
Thanks.
At resistance as well.
All right. Let's go find a fucking drain. All right. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, I'm dead. Have fun.
5 minutes. You're speedy.
Then we'll send
Really?
another
5 minutes?
person.
Sure.
Wow.
I mean, if you feel very generous, you can give me 6.
Yeah,
5
take as
minutes.
long as
Go.
you need.
Then
I've
be
got
running out
bones
there
here,
to
so I'm good.
Spare the dying.
That ain't gonna help right now. I'm still alive. Go out the door.
Eliana will like watch you while you're going to like make sure nobody comes to get you.
All right. I'm gonna go scout around, see what I can see, and hopefully not be seen myself.
Roll me an investigation check because you're trying to like put clues together to figure out where these storm drains are.
Ooh, Sherlock Holmes. Holy. Well, I don't know about you, but with my natural +0, I have a 19. I'd rather be lucky than good. This bitch is lucky.
That's so lame.
Oh wait, I have guidance. Hold on, fuck.
You dork. Just-
Oh, Dante.
Add 1 to that, that's a 20.
You just like remove the guidance. You just like
Yeah, guidance just kind of fizzles
Roll.
away.
You roll at disadvantage. There's 2 sides. There's like kind of heading a little like north, walking along the flower path. On the left side, where you guys hop the fence to get over, there does seem to be like kind of like a slope that goes down. On the other side of it, you do see what seems to be kind of like a little like almost like it rained a bit, and there's like a little puddle of water. It does look like it's kind of like half filled, so either it stopped recently or like it's drained a bit. But that's gonna be on the right side of you, so you can either go east or west.
Does east correlate with right side where the puddle is?
East does correlate with red. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. We'll check there first.
Roll this big old chunky dice I got. Very excited.
I want a chunky dice.
Chunky dice.
Send you chunky dice. I have too many.
Always for the
Hey!
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Always
you
for
can
the
kill
chunk.
someone with that one.
Dante, as you approach, you do see like a couple of like through the break. You get that like you're not running into them, but you do see like a couple synth Phelan kids right on the other side of the iron gate, kind of just like talking and like kicking around what seems to be like a little kind of like a little ball. But it has little sparks inside. You have to get closer to see. You can't see if there's a storm drain from where you're at. You'd have to move closer to the puddle.
Fucking hell. I'd be in danger of those kids seeing me. Damn children. Alright. I will quietly as I can, move close to look at the drain, see if there's a drain there.
Roll a stealth check, and I'm gonna need a perception or investigation.
I will roll stealth first. Oh yeah. That's a 17 stealth. And that is... I'm gonna use perception for a 20. Dirty 20.
As you creep your way up, like close to the break in the 2 bushes that are sitting there and peering into this little puddle, you hear, Whoa, is that? What's? I've never seen somebody like you. You see a little like synth Valen with his like face pressed up to the bars. It's like, what are you doing in there?
Well, I think it's. And I'm gonna gesture down to the puddle. I'm told there might be a clog here. I'm supposed to look around and, well, I'm just checking stuff out. I hate to make the place where everyone's laid to rest so unpleasant to be at.
Wow, are you like an adventurer or something?
Nah, I'm just doing my job. You're welcome to call me an adventurer, though.
What's your job?
Cleaning out drains.
Oh. Well, that's cool too, I guess.
You can make sure you have fun with it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cool. I just, you looked really cool from over there. You had like all the gear and stuff, and you just looked like maybe you were like doing something. I mean, what you're doing's cool too.
Well, what I'm doing is important. That's what you gotta remember.
Okay. Thank you for cleaning our drains out, then, sir. And he goes back, and he like the ball like runs into his leg, and he goes, "Oh, I'm coming back!" And he just kind of like bolts back to where he's at with the rest of his friends, and they go back to kicking the little sparky ball around.
Fucking kids.
There is no storm drain in this little puddle.
Damn it. Alright. Let's go to the western side then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check at advantage. You're making your way across.
Hey, advantage.
You're far out of eyesight, so I don't...
Yo! I rolled the same number, but both the numbers were good. That will make it a 22.
22. You think you haven't been spotted as you make your way across the
Being
graveyard.
extra careful since a kid saw me. God damn it. If a kid playing ball sees me, how the hell am I going to hide from someone with a scoped gun?
As you make your way west, you make your way all the way over to where it kind of dips in a bit. You do notice that there is like what seems to be a storm drain kind of covered up by a little bit of soil. The soil looks fresh, like it just got pushed over it, maybe with some water or somebody kind of kicked it over, moving.
I'm just going to test it to see how easily I can move it.
Roll me a... Are you trying to just pull it up, or are you trying to just like kick it?
I'm not trying to kick it. Pulling it up will make it less noise. And I'm just going to do basically what I'm just doing what every kid who's been told not to touch a drain, like a storm drain, did, where you crouch down and like you just lightly pull on it, and if it does start to move, you stop. Basically just seeing like, oh yeah, I could pick that up, or like, no, it's not possible.
Okay.
And this way you don't get yelled at by your parents.
I will say with that, you pull it up, and it does feel loose, like you could just pull it right off.
Alright. Easy enough then. I'm gonna go head back.
The group of you still standing waiting out for Dante. See Dante kind of make his way across the yard. And then you see as Dante kind of circles his way back over to you guys, back over the flower path, and right back to the front door. The mausoleum.
Alright.
We're gone 6.5 minutes. I expect you to explain yourself.
Well, I had to kill someone, so it took me an extra 30 seconds. I'm
Again.
joking. Jesus. God's above.
Do you guys kill people all the time?
No, that was a fucking
It was
joke.
a joke. Ha ha ha.
You didn't say no.
That with her.
That it was a joke? Yes, it was a joke. Alright, the important thing is that I did find a storm drain, not a sewer for what you care about, ma'am. And it should be easy walk over for all of us. You just have to keep your head down and should be able to move it without any issue.
Thank you, Dante.
Y'all
Appreciate
ready
you
to get moving?
sticking your neck
I am ready.
Let's get going.
All right.
Click my heels together and Heelys pop out. Let's go.
Wow, I need some of those.
Be also kind of follow me. Gonna quietly lead them to the drain.
Do Heelys add like an extra 5 to 10 feet of movement for
Add an extra foot. It's rounded down.
They
though.
do, but they also
Yeah.
come with a dex check.
Yeah, and I feel like everything is difficult terrain. And
It's like you guys are gonna kick the Heelys on, in the dirt, trying to go, just really cycle that dirt up in there.
They act as cleats.
high heels with you. Nice.
I will say, if you pitch me later after the episode, if you pitch me a world where Heelys can be just like installed on the bottom of Warforges, I will take that all day.
I'll think of something.
You guys all make your way across the grass as you guys kind of like hop over and kind of like maneuver your way through some of the tombstones. You make your way over to the split, and you guys are pressed up to the iron gate. You don't see anybody on the other side at the moment. Right in front of you is that storm drain. It just depends. If you guys are entering, I need a description of how you're going in, and I also need to know who's going first and what order.
I will ease up the drain carefully and quietly and gesture. May the ladies first.
Is there a ladder?
Inside, I would say, yeah, there is. I'd say Tarson Vale would like put some bars kind of like placed inside.
Ileana, you're a lady.
I can check if it would make you more comfortable.
I think check-in would be smarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can I just
I
double
shall.
check who has dark vision in this group? Quick show of hands.
I also have light if we don't.
Everyone
I mean,
except for the robot.
Yeah,
Just sit.
telling me they didn't put flashlights in your head?
Unfortunately, no. I was unconscious during my birth, as
Okay.
so many are.
Unfortunate.
Okay, then maybe I will go down first because you can't see a thing down there.
I've got 21 AC. Maybe if something attacks me,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll know.
All right, maybe wait, Doll. Can you cast light on something for Rotma?
Yeah, let me see what I have
Do you
that I can
want
cast
light
light on.
first
now.
of
Let's make sure we're casting it once
Yeah.
we're down there first. Probably shouldn't be
Yeah.
putting beacon up in the graveyard.
Mm.
Is it
Yeah.
daytime or nighttime right now?
It's always nighttime outside. It's like a forever.
Oh,
it's
that's
like
right. There's a
evernight.
constant.
Oh, I was like, why are there kids
Cool.
playing outside at night? But then if it's always night, then yeah, never mind. Take it back.
Kids probably have night vision.
Get one of them.
Just shine them like a
Just
flashlight.
put them
Put them
down
on
the
like a
hole.
stick, like an anglerfish.
Tell us what's down there.
All right.
I
You
am
said
going
you want to do
light
something cool, kid.
my dagger and toss it in the hole. Unless someone wants to hold it. Glowing
Alright.
dagger, anyone? No?
Just you all posturing about who's gonna go down the goddamn hole first. I'm gonna set it in the grass and I'm just gonna hop down. I'm gonna hop into the drain.
Nice.
Thank you, Dante. I thought for some reason you were already down there and you were like holding out your hand and you're like, ladies first. I don't know why I thought that. But...
No,
Yeah.
because I
What if
don't
it only
know
goes
if
down,
any
like,
of y'all
3.5
can fucking
feet?
put the drain back on. And I'm
Yeah.
how does it look down there?
As you hop
We're
down,
just standing up there, like looking down, like, tell us.
All of us are encircled around this hole.
Give us a vivid
Alright, are we-
description.
We're gonna walk now, right?
That's gonna be
walk
fan
over
art.
I am gonna need, as you jump down first, Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Either an athletics or acrobatics check, whatever makes more sense to land. I'd say it's probably like a 25-foot drop, give or take.
Yeah,
25.
fuck yeah.
But it's taking the ladder.
I mean, it's
That's
only
like
a
2
it's
stories.
only a
Holy shit.
25 athletics check.
I'd say
So
with
weak.
a 25, I'd say you don't take damage, but you land on your butt. Like you brace yourself as like you kind of hit and you land prone.
Why did you jump? There's a
I thought there was a ladder.
I didn't realize I jumped out of it, but I'm going for it, I guess. Here we go.
Jump down.
Okay.
God.
God,
With figure of speech.
Say
air
it!
above.
You freebirded into an apartment like literally last session. Like I can't. I don't know. I can't read it.
Jumping is an expression.
It's so. Describe the apartment. Okay. Anyway,
do people physically jump in their 4-door sedan?
I'm gonna cut
They
a
still say they're
collage.
jumping in.
I'm gonna go back and collage some of the moments from the last 2 episodes and then show you why
That's
I think you jumped down there.
Okay,
but
I'm good. I'm fine.
Jumping
I'm
down.
fucking balling. What
Is
do
it
I
safe?
see?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Dante.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what?
Wisdom saving throw.
Excuse me?
That is only a 16.
Noted.
You,
Is there
you're
like a
right.
beholder down there? What is happening? Billy? I don't like that face! Stop making that face!
Sewer, man. This is just a sewer.
You
That's
just hear the
not
Mario
right.
music
They
start
were
playing.
Y'all are traumatized.
Hey, I'm
Yeah, we have
fucking.
no
I'm
trust.
ready. Apparently, I'm the only one who's ready.
Yeah.
So,
If
do
you
I?
move out of the
Does
way, I'll
dark
drop
vision
down.
give me anything out here as I stand up?
Yeah, here you go. Check your chats.
All right, you guys are just gonna hear me scream, cut out, and then my mic's gone.
It's in maps of our personal game Discord. If you guys, you can see it on the main Discord
Ooh.
after the episode.
I'm gonna just basically a pause for a couple seconds as it's just kind of dark down there, and then like fire is gonna appear in Dante's palm as a little torch. It's
What's this
fine.
dagger?
It's underground. What?
I hand
Very well.
Brotmeyer the dagger. If
Can
you
I do
still
an
want it.
insight check
I-
on that response?
Yeah, go for it.
Y'all fucking
My
asking me
brother
what's
sound like an idiot
Billy looks
always,
the
or just right
most
now?
Suspicious.
I got an 18 plus 1, 19.
That's your brother. That's him.
He's just-
That's my brother.
Yeah, he just
I
he
say,
sounds disgruntled. That's it.
then I just say, coming down, and I jump down. Catch
Dante.
me.
Again, that's
Yeah,
like
I'll catch
2
her.
stories if it's 25 feet.
I'll catch her. Fuck it.
My gosh!
All right,
you
make
guys.
me an acrobatics or athletics, and Dante
Oh my god!
make me an athletics.
Oh, I got a 22. No, 21. Sorry.
I only got a 13, but I don't know.
No,
if that's
no,
enough to
don't
catch
drop
someone
me.
who's doing well.
I will say, because you're falling 25 feet, he goes to catch you. You don't take damage, but you do land on your butt as Dante kind of like breaks through and you fall in between his arms.
It still helps.
Catch me better next time. And I stand up and brush myself off, and then don't say a single thing, and then look around. Wait
Need
for
a
everyone else.
wisdom saving throw as well.
Oh, wait, no, that's rude. I don't close my eyes. Oh no. +5. 11.
Interesting.
You guys don't know.
I'll take the dagger from Doll. I shall keep it safe until it's back in your possession. And
Don't worry about it.
I jump into the hole. But I
My
will
gosh!
not. I will
There is
take
a
the damage.
ladder.
Are you jumping?
I lock my legs and I put my hands on my waist.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics.
No, I take the damage. I will take the damage if you let me land on my feet.
Dante, Ash, I need to know where you're at this very moment.
Oh yeah, I
So
probably would
I
have.
stand, I I moved out the way. I said
Okay.
I moved
Okay.
out the way.
Fair,
for
fair
everyone
enough.
else.
Dante, do you try to catch Rotmeyer?
400-pound rock. No, don't catch me for the
No,
love
I'm
of
just gonna
God.
see him rocketing towards me and step out of the way.
Yeah, no. As long as you let me land on my feet, standing up, I will take the damage willingly.
I will say you plant directly with your hands on your waist into
Yes.
like the mud and the ground.
You just go straight through.
Bristle.
Knife through butter.
It's fantastic. You stuck the landing, and it does look beautiful. Like it is like a almost like in a different world. If there was an All Might, like you would be him. I will say, you take 6 points of bludgeoning
Hell
damage from the fall.
Not bad.
I'm still not bloodied.
Knees locked and everything.
Knees
Honestly, I would have
locked,
rather taken the 6 damage than fall on my ass.
yes. I love being at a level where we can just shrug off dropping 30 feet into a hole.
Yeah. It's a bit of fun to just jump 30 feet and not blink.
Yeah. And I'll get out of the way, so that's not a question about the next person who goes down there.
I'm gonna use the ladder like a sensible person and make my way down.
Life is a series of choices.
You just wanted to feel the wind in your Heelys, okay? So not all of us can be living that kind of life.
Doll,
Bird
you
chef.
go all the way down. You don't have to make any checks. Actually, I apologize. Doll and Rotmeyer, I need both of you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh,
I thought it was just if you decided to take the damage, you don't have to do the wisdom saving.
Whatever it is, you're brave.
wouldn't that be
I
amazing?
land right on it. 26 for me.
Wow.
28 for me.
Wow. Interesting.
It was very wise for us to jump into this hole.
Oh my gosh.
Ash is neither intelligent or wise.
She's the culture hire. She's here for a good time.
The
Not
vibe's
on-
higher.
Yeah.
Honori, would you like to go next?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and she kind of like moves her way over and like starts stepping down the ladder. She does look up at you to like make sure that you're following behind.
If I look up into the sky, is my picture still there?
I'd say it goes a little bit and then like it circles around. Rotmeyer also, you guys like from a couple episodes ago, I haven't mentioned it because we have been running and doing a bunch of other big interesting things. The shield, the bubble, the dome that goes over the entire city, Tarson Vale, does have your picture displayed and it does like circle about
Hunger Games style?
Hunger
I
Games
forgot
style.
about that. The Hunger Games, yeah.
Wait, what's on there? What's happening
Our
up
wanted
there? Sorry.
posters.
A picture of Rotmeyer and Eliana. None of you
$1 million
guys,
dollars.
because you guys weren't
None
seeing
of
it.
us.
You weren't seeing at like when it happened. So
Alright,
Oh.
that's fine.
maybe one of you from never mind. I go on. I apologize.
No, none of us.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, actually,
Okay.
the lobotomizer had his head thrown on, got thrown off a building onto his head, so maybe he doesn't remember what I look like.
Eliana will cast 2 mage hands. And they're gonna hold her well, one of them is gonna hold her dress, and the other one's gonna help her put the drain back on while she's going down this ladder. And she kind of like she's taking her sweet time going down this ladder as she looks down at all of you. She looks a little bit nervous.
I will say, Eliana, as your mage hand like drags that storm drain shut, and then the other one does like cinch your dress at the bottom, so it's able to kind of just take you all the way down. You and Honori both get to the bottom of the ladder, and you see everybody down there. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, and I also need Honori to roll one. Then we get dice.
Just is for my sake, is this against being charmed?
Give me just a moment, and I will tell you.
Not anymore.
Ooh.
Nope, it is not.
heard. I got a 5.
Okay.
No.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Alrighty.
We got some good varying numbers to see what's going on.
I'd like to just real quick, before we get any further down here, just cast a first level cure wounds on myself, just in case.
Nice. That's a good plan.
So I'm not using that spell later. All right, I think that works. I undid the damage that I did from falling down.
Nice.
Willingly.
Yes, willingly.
falling
I would
down.
do it again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is that like his trademark? Because you did that on the first episode
Yes,
too.
anytime I
where
have,
you landed.
I have an opportunity
Yeah.
to fall, I will do it locked legs. Because it's theater of the mind, I can do whatever I want.
That's so funny.
I can make as many bad
Actually-
decisions as I want to. Watch me.
As long as I have the hit points to make those mistakes.
Fair
Yes.
Okay.
Shall we then?
We shall.
I do not know the storm drain systems. All I
Quickly,
know is that we must head north.
I need to know who has. Let me actually drop this a smidgen. I need to know who has dark vision and who, like, is just down there, or if you have a light. Like, give me the rundown real quick. So all of you guys kind of went.
All of us but Rotmeyer have dark vision. I, at the very least, have fire coming from my hand, and I think someone cast light on a knife.
Yeah, and
Yes, I've
Rotmeyer's
got
holding
Doll's
a
light dagger.
Okay. Ahead of you guys, like immediately in the room ahead, is like you see the walls are kind of just like different, like kind of dirt mixed with rocks, kind of just holding it up on each side. Directly in the middle is what seems to be kind of like slimy dirt, and on the right side of that, you do see what seems to be like piles of something, and it's hard to discern like where you're standing right now, but it seems to be covered in like a slime. And then there seems to be like a little further ahead, there's another pile that's not covered in slime. And then a little past that, there seems to be an opening north and an opening. Never eat sour watermelon to your left. West.
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 Eliana has both mage hands, like, at the bottom of her dress, just, like, keeping them up so that slime doesn't get on it.
I love that.
Can we discern, if we were to get within like 15 feet, can we discern what the unslimed pile is?
Yeah.
Might be.
Say, if you guys want to, however you want to approach it, the field is yours.
I'll just shuffle over there, make splish splashing sounds.
You make your way over it, kind of in the middle of the room. So you creep a little bit closer and a little bit closer. You notice that the unslimed pile is like what seems to be a mix of, trigger warning for everybody at home. It is like a mix of kind of just corpses, like stiff corpses that are, I will say, they're piled, but they're not like all just kind of laying around. They're all very stiff, and they're all like they're standing straight almost, like they were laid out for a long time.
What kinds? Like what's the species?
Synthalin, orc, elf, it's a mix.
And we know for a fact that it's mostly just Synthalin here. There's not a lot of outsiders.
It's like
other
a
species.
20% to like an 80%.
Okay. That's quite odd. How old are they?
This is. Yeah.
They all look older. A lot of them look older in age.
How fresh is they?
Oh, yeah,
Bodies.
sorry. That's, yeah.
Fresh
what I
in
meant
age.
to ask.
It varies. If you got, I would say if you got a little bit closer, you'd be able to kind of tell more details.
Decomposition rates down here in the watery areas might make that tough.
Yeah.
Is this just a lazy grave keeper that's chucking them down the drain, or is this something more nefarious?
Seriously?
The disrespect is astounding.
In their
Eliana.
water supply?
Eliana
Gross.
walks up and lays down a handkerchief and kind of kneels. And I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead on one of the corpses.
Nice.
So you make the ritual. Describe how the ritual would make it pop for me. What you got?
She kneels on the handkerchief and brings out her lyre and starts to pluck a simple tune, and she sings, though your soul may be at rest, you have one last story to tell. Give us all your information best, and I will tell your story well.
One of them from the pile just goes, and you see like what seems to be emanating like a green light from the eyes and the mouth as it just kind of hangs open.
Hello.
Hello.
What happened to you?
Died of injuries outside Tarson.
Do you know how you came to be here?
Buried, then taken.
Is there anyone you would like for us to inform of your passing?
Wife Glenda.
Eliana takes out her songbook and writes this down, along with a kind of description of the man. And where are you from again?
Ashen Bellows.
And from here.
Eliana turns to the rest of the group. Do you have any questions?
Where do we find Glenda? Is she back
Probably
in Ashen Bellows? Yeah.
Because that's where he got taken?
Tarson.
What does she look like?
Tarson Vale. Lower City.
So she's here.
Oh, what?
Is Speak with Dead one of the ones where you only have a certain number of questions?
I
Or is
believe
that
it's 5. I think we're
Five
at
Yeah, I thought it was 5.
Yep, we are at 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yep. As the light subsides and he falls back to the ground.
So many
Ew.
questions. I have an interesting hypothesis. What if they are digging up bodies to experiment and holding them here and using their evil powers like they did on Gear on dead people?
That's not impossible.
If they are, that means that this might connect to somewhere more important.
Like Joltarian.
Another to heave onto their massive and growing pile of crimes.
Can I go over to the mounds covered in slime and see if there are also piles of bodies?
Yeah, absolutely. I will say you don't need a check for that. You can see it pretty vividly. Everything that is covered in kind of like a red ooze of a slime. They are all bodies as well.
If they're covered in stuff, that means they've been here a while. But why would someone take them here? Some sleuthing is in order.
Do they look laid out on purpose, or do they look washed up?
Like they're just piled
Together.
here, like a heaved into a pile of.
If I put my body, if I remember how I landed on my bum, on at the bottom, does it look like I would have washed into one of these piles at some point, or is this more
like a dumping ground?
It's definitely a dumping ground.
So someone's been tossing bodies from the top up there.
It doesn't.
He said he was dug up.
Dug up,
And
used, and then
dug
thrown
up,
back down here.
and then throw back down here.
After his injuries, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever they did to Gear, it seemed like it was I don't think they could do that to a non-Synphalan, do you?
Was what you saw of Gear? That's not her voice. Was what you saw of Gear, all of what he was before? If that makes sense.
If you mean personality-wise, no.
No, like him physically. Was that him? What you saw the last time?
He was more like built, right? He looked.
Was it still like? Was it Gear with muscles, or was it like a new body you put onto a
It's
onto her head?
I thought it was turned into.
Yeah, it was turned into his body. His Synphalan body looked like every part of it was kind of like an exploding battery almost, where like it's like very pressed to the thick of it.
Yes. And wait, so does everyone that is a Synphalan just walk around in their nudie?
Not all of them,
Except
but
for their moccasins.
there are
Except for the moccasins. Like,
only the peacekeepers get the moccasins. But
Bare ass, except for the moccasin.
did find
kids.
them.
That's a look.
Some of them cover up. A lot of them don't.
So majority people like who's with us now? She is just herself, her beautiful natural self, which is great. But like,
she does have a little bit of covering. She does have like what seems to be kind of like a, I believe it was like a cloak that kind of went over, and that does kind of go down to her knees.
Right.
It's more of like accessorizing, like for fashion rather
Wearing
than
a necklace rather than anything.
Some
else.
modesty.
They don't need to dress or bundle up or nothing for the weather.
No, I mean,
Are these bodies clothed, or are they just like a mix of?
Are they naked, nuded?
A lot of them are
Are
wearing.
they missing any pieces?
Roll me a history check.
Ooh, okay.
Or do they have any similar injuries?
Yeah,
Does
similar.
it
broken
seem like they
wrist.
expand?
Yeah, I was gonna ask
You
that
can check
too.
that-
Good question.
I got a
No.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20 on that.
I got
Doll
21.
got it.
21.
Eliana, if you want to investigate that as well, you can.
Is that an investigation or a medicine or?
You can do anything that makes sense in the moment. If you want to do medicine,
I would like to
that's
roll
totally
a
fine.
medicine, if I may.
You can as well.
I'll do investigation.
I did a history just to like mix it up a bit.
26.
I also did history.
I got a 13.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. Ash, I will say with history, you know that you've had to attend a few in your time. It looks like all of them are like traditional clothing for a lot of the races that you see. Some of them are buried in like you see some of the orcish people have like kind of like a like the vestments that they're buried with normally, depending on what religion they kind of tied to. But you do know you've seen a couple people buried similarly in your time, just doing business outside of your place. I will say, Doll, you asked, what was your question, or what was your role, and what was the question you were asking?
It was kind of like, what clothing are they wearing? So
Okay, same thing.
but like I also was curious to see like if they had any similar injuries or anything that we would maybe recognize that would have had like suction points or like any kind of alterations similar to what like Gear had.
Any of the dressings that I recognize, are they unwrapped? Have they
good
disturbed the
point,
body
yeah.
other than just like digging it up and then tossing it down this hole? Because like I mean, if I got that 20 and I know historical wrappings for these people, do any of them look like disturbed, ripped off?
I would
More
say
than what nature would do.
you see what seems to be kind of like almost like it looks like their bodies have been kind of drained a bit, but you do notice there's not like any physicality to it, but you do know the like what's inside the slime looks a little bit more gaunt based on how long you think they would have been like passed away for. In that retrospect, Rotmeyer, you rolled medicine. I will say, were you trying to find something specific or the cause of death for the ones you're looking at?
I just wanted to see if there were any consistent injuries, like, or they all have the same broken leg or something, or puncture wounds in the same area of the neck.
Not in
Vampire.
not in the like it's kind of inconsistent in the not slimed like pile. The pile that does have the slime on it. You do notice a lot of different injuries, but the same thing that all of them like almost look like they've been kind of like drained. Like they're very gaunt compared to what you would normally see at this decomposition rate.
Could I do an Arcana check to, or anyone else do an Arcana check to see if there's like any sort of magic that maybe would do this sort of thing?
You could do that. Go ahead and roll for it if you'd like. And Eliana, what was the check that you rolled for again?
Investigation to see if their bodies had expanded in any kind of way.
I will say
here.
the ones in the not slimed out pile do kind of seem like they've been down there. They're bloating a little bit. The batteries, like it seems like, at least for Synthphalin, from what you know amongst the city, because you haven't technically seen one in person, they do have like a battery pack inside of them, and you do see like it's like ceremoniously cut out of a lot of them, but their body does seem to kind of be like a little bit more expanded down, like being where they're at. But it seems like in the not slimed out pile, it's a decomposition, like it's what would happen over time.
I got a 21
Building
on the
off of-
Arcana
Oh,
check to see if it was magically
a-
drained in any way.
Hypotheosis.
Ooh. You want to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I
So
would
wild.
say negative. If it was, well, no, I lied. Actually,
It seems more of a physical, like a literal draining more than a life.
I would say,
Like I'm trying to like picture like necrotic damage would,
yeah,
drain
it's
life.
it definitely doesn't seem from like based on what you're looking at, it doesn't seem magical. It seems like it's kind of like either it was, I don't want to say like the way it looks drained, it doesn't look like any, you don't recognize a spell or get any like whiff of the spell.
Okay.
Quick question. Can you remind me of what the process was that turned gear into whatever it was that gear turned into?
I would tell you, but during that program, it shuttered and then it turned back on right after.
Okay. But we didn't see nothing. He was gear, and then the next shot he was mega gear. Okay. My hypothesis, is it possible that these Synthphalin are being drained to power whatever it is that turned Eliana's friend into whatever he became?
I mean,
Yeah.
Could be like black market situation, maybe then.
Do the humanoids, any ones that aren't Synthphalin, do they also look drained?
In the slimed area, yeah, they all look pretty gaunt.
Okay, yeah. So like that looks like they're able to grab it from anyone, right?
If that is what it is, could be unrelated.
It does. It sounds, or this is the symptom of after, like as in this is what you look like. You expand and then you shrink.
Perhaps
Maybe.
the ones that failed the process.
Yeah. What a gear. Or, I feel like Haley's forgetting something. But what happened to Gear? He's not with us anymore, or is he trapped again, or did we just watch a video? I can't remember what.
That's right. We watched a video of Gear transforming into a large, if I recall, like a hulking brute.
Hulk.
Mm-hmm. With the expansion of Gear,
Do we
the way
know
he
that
sort of
he's
expanded-
still alive?
He ain't Gear no more. I think he's alive, but he's not our Gear.
Okay.
It,
Alright.
What you're asking, Rotmeyer, it's hard to say based on like the decomposition rate that you're seeing, at least for the non-slimed out pile. That looks like a little bit more of like a bloating process, or like kind of like if you left a battery out for a little bit of time, but while like what you've seen happen to Gear, at least from what you guys seen, and this is not speaking of it was an experiment based on what you guys saw at the time. That like happened quickly. Like the expansion was like very quick.
Can I? Can I cast detect magic?
Yeah.
Done.
What's the range on it?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, whatever.
Like 15,
30.
What do we need?
3
30
billion feet.
30 feet.
The entire dungeon.
300,000.
I would say you do detect. You detect. Give me one moment, please. You detect enchantment.
Okay. Can I cast Dispel Magic then?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever was here is now gone, so I hope we're safe as far as like a magical sense goes. So, I know you all were worried.
Eliana,
Can I-
linger here for
Oh,
much
yeah.
longer?
It's true.
Eliana stands up and removes the handkerchief and kind of holds it and says, Can you clean this as well?
Yeah, and I clean that off.
She folds it and she puts it back into her bag.
It's such a handy spell. It literally, if I could pick one spell, this would be it for the rest of my life forever.
It's
You
very
never have to do a
handy.
thing
I
again.
should learn it from you sometime.
Yeah, I would be happy to teach you.
Oh, okay. A word, and Eliana grabs
Eliana.
Dante's arm and walks to the other side of the room, dragging you.
You
I
could
go
have
to
just
doll
asked.
and I'm like, interlink arms.
She likes him. She likes him. Yeah. There's something there. A romance spark. I see it.
Hey, maybe.
We know how that ended last time you started scheming.
You take jobs, right, Dante?
I've been known to.
Well, I mean this kindly. You seem more likely to take this job than the others, so I thought I would offer you one.
I'm listening.
If we come to a situation in which things are going horribly bad, I want you to turn me in. And I want you to get everybody else out.
Now, before we head down this road, what's driven you to model yourself all of a sudden?
If they're draining the life out of people, one, we should give them, 4 less people, 5 less people. But also, the only reason Rottenmeier's face is up there is because of me. And your faces are not up there. Will you take the job or not, Dante? I can pay. Is that what you like, money?
Just this. I know he's a good bit. I wouldn't say a massive amount taller than her, but enough that it's noticeable if he leans in, like, if like the light just kind of illuminating one side of his face from the fire on his palm and the other half of it's in shadow. Are you doing this because you think it's the right thing to do, or are you doing it because you feel guilty?
I would love to give you the most honest answer, Dante. But I can't read my own soul. I'd like to think I'm doing this because it's right.
It's a shame. Y'all get to watch so many people be in the wrong place at the wrong time. After a while, you think it's not gonna...
Not gonna
You ain't
what?
gonna care anymore, but I do think that you were truly not supposed to be here.
You can think that, Dante, and I appreciate it. But no matter how frail or small I look to you, I was made for something like this.
Everyone's made for something. If you think yours is getting killed, and he'll clap his hands and the fire just snuffs out a bit, and they're left in like dim lighting with only Rotmeyer's light. Who am I to refuse you?
Eliana pulls out a coin purse from her bag. Would you like payment now or when it comes to it?
And keep it.
Eliana tucks it back into her bag. You're not as bad as you seem, Dante.
Wait until I see if I can keep a job or not. Then you'll see how bad I am.
Well, either way, I appreciate you letting me pretend that I'm going to get to do what's right.
He's just going to start to make his way back. He's going to leave for there for a bit. You're welcome to walk back.
Eliana ruffles through her bag, looks at the rest of the group, takes it all in, and then walks back.
I turn to Ash. You know, like when he did like the fire thing near his face, like and like leaning down towards her. I'm pretty sure that's like every romance cover like ever.
But where do you think he got the idea?
Was
From
he
my
the
books.
original inspiration?
So we all just straight up watching them as they were talking, like
Yeah.
Yes.
just looking right
The
at.
fire comes back on as I walk. What are y'all talking about?
We were using the excuse of like checking out the next rooms, like where the hallways lead to, but really we were just listening.
What'd y'all find?
Who knows? God?
Some rocks and some dirty water.
Yeah.
I see.
Rotmeier, point that light that way.
Hmm.
Says the one who has dark vision.
Hey, now, dark vision doesn't mean I can see everything. It just
You
means
just
that I
get a
can
little
see.
gray,
It's like
right?
black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good enough.
It's just nodding to
Yeah.
himself. And
Have you ever
walking
tried-
away.
Yeah, no.
Is
I'm watching
Honora
The
just
Walking-
chill with all of this happening?
She has been like in her own bubble, just like processing a lot. Like she doesn't know what to do with you guys right now because she's just gone through like her work, her like livelihood has been like pretty much ripped up. She thinks she's also being hunted. Like she is just going through the spins right now, thinking.
Just want to.
Your best
I
chance
just
she's
lean
got
down
now.
to her. Just gonna lean down to her, and I'm gonna look like relatively sweet, half intimidating, but like there's some sweetness to my voice, and I'm like, I saw the corkboard and the secret room you had to know that there was gonna be some consequences for your actions sooner or later, whether or not they were gonna come to fruition through other people or through your own. You're very lucky to have us as protecting you, keeping you safe, but you need to know that actions come with consequences, and they're here. It's time to pay up. So, are you going to be okay? Are you going to be able to do this? Because I think you can. You set this quest in motion from the get-go. You started this, right? You got to finish it with us. You got to keep going. Don't be so nervous. You got this. And I just want to, like, step away I'm gonna either leave her to think about it, depending on what her reaction is, or I'm gonna just stand there and wait. I want to see if I upset her or not.
She looks at you with like her eyes go from like the neon, I believe it was neon purple, to like what kind of like tapers into like a neon red, not like let's get soft red. As she looks at you and she goes, "No, I know. Just something's not adding up. We're by ourselves, but can you come over here for a second?" And she like points over to the side.
Me?
Yeah, yes, you.
Oh, okay. I love asides. I haven't been pulled aside for a while. I'm just gonna like skip over there. Super excited. I can't wait to tell everyone about what we talk about. Like, just...
How? I trust you guys as far as I can. I mean, I really don't have
That's
much.
exciting. That's a big step to take. We only just met. Very proud of you.
Don't really have too many things. I can't. I mean, the plan is the plan at this point.
I turn my head and I'm like, and then I turn back to Continue. Sorry.
How do you know Orifal, truthfully? Because I don't know if I can trust the group that was hired by the guy who's hired somebody that is basically running amok in my town right now.
Wait, start again, because you were hired by him too, so what does that make you? But wait.
I was not hired.
Frame the question. You did say you were hired by Orifal as well.
Glacial Exchange hired, or Orifal hired the Glacial Exchange. Didn't hire me. We had scouts that picked up that information.
Okay, sorry, I got my information mixed up. Wait, yeah. I mean, you can decide for yourself, really. We know him from a job, like we said, we're not even acquaintances, it's just point A to point B.
And you guys ended up here in Tarson Vale on that job?
Yeah. I mean, it's suspicious, we understand that, but we've told you we don't trust him.
I know, I guess I'm getting
And if we act like we do, just so you know, it's because we want to get paid. And then we'll figure that out afterwards. If we can, swing both. We'll see.
I mean, look, I know I had my corkboard, my red everything. I understood that getting caught was bound to happen at some point, but if not getting caught, then taking action, though, right? Like, you were planning towards something, whether or not you were going to have us here pushing you forward, or you were going to find enough evidence to be able to do it yourself. You had plans. We're just pushing them forward, sorry. You see a small little smirk on her face, and she looks at you and she goes, just, if this fails, everything, yes. Everyone that died, everyone that led up to this moment, their lives meant nothing. And I don't want to be the one that drops that torch into and she points to the water, she goes into the murky water, and all of this gets lost, and then our town turns into whatever our town turns into. I can't. How much do the people that you've lost mean to you? Anybody that was willing to put their time and effort into something that seemed like a crackpot theory for a little while, I mean, they have nothing but my utmost respect. And so you don't think that carries on to the people that you inspire? I was literally hiding in somebody's
You inspired
apartment.
Us. And you weren't hiding in someone's apartment. You were keeping safe until we came and got you. Frame of reference. You are not scared. You're worried. We got you. It's okay.
I hope. I don't know, but I hope I can trust you guys, because that means a lot. Everything you said. Thank
Hope's all we got.
you. I agree. Okay, let's do this. Let's get back to your friends and our friends and all the people, and let's move forward. I'm with it.
Yes. Cool, perfect. Left or right? And I'm just gonna walk up to the group asking, which way are we going?
Unfortunately,
Mm.
wastewater routes don't always follow necessarily the path that people walk, so it is very difficult to know exactly. All I know is that we must head north.
And we must be safe about it. And as I say that, I point my finger and cast that
Fireball.
one spell. No.
Fireball.
Gosh, I
Everybody's
had it and then I
favorite
lost
fireball.
it. Symbiotic entity. And one of the best, fungal infestation. One of the best looking bodies near us gets up out of the pile and comes and joins us.
As you see, like, one orcish, like,
Friend.
kind of just like, as he stands.
Hey fam! Head that way. And I point just ahead of us. If there are any
We
traps
follow.
or anything, he's our first line of combat.
Bam. As he moves forward.
Hell yeah, bro.
Rotmeyer, you didn't see anything. I'm not desecrating anything.
Just. I don't
Remember
have
the
dark vision.
avalanche.
I don't know what's happening.
What, Mark? Can you say a prayer for this gentleman so then we
I
never know
was
about-
going to before we left, but there's now one walking with us, so I will
Yes.
say one for him when we are through here.
That's a good plan.
Path is yours.
Did we-
not north.
Could we have
straight?
said that was a short rest at any point?
No, absolutely not.
No,
You guys
I
have
don't
had,
think
like-
we want
Yeah.
up here.
You could have rested in the mausoleum.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We coulda. That was a safe place.
Could have rested.
We coulda.
That's alright, let's go.
Okay.
Straight left.
Rotmeyer, so we're
map?
facing.
Well,
Yeah,
Are we following the
whichever way
map?
we
Oh, are
drop
we?
in here.
What are we facing?
The map is
Yeah.
the map.
and-
Yeah. You can.
so then
What?
turning right just goes into a single room, right?
You guys actually, you didn't. I will say there is like a small little gap that you guys already passed, but it didn't seem, from what you could see, big enough for anything to get through.
Can we go back and look at it?
You
Just
can.
real quick. Okay, I'm gonna sneak. Not sneak. Make my way over there.
Because, wait, did you send more map? Have we moved anywhere from where we are?
No, you
From
guys
the
passed
entrance
that
forward?
tiny little like room that's
Okay.
off on the right. You guys passed by that to get through.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the map now. I realized.
Yes,
that-
you're
oh,
right in the
there
middle.
is
There's
not-
either straight
it's
or
not a
left. I will
Hmm.
say, don't get discouraged if it looks like it's a dead end. There could be entrances, exits, anything that I just took off the map as I gave it to you. So, going back, Doll, roll me an investigation check. Or a perception. I'm sorry, perception.
Perception. It's not gonna be very good. Oh, that's not terrible. 13.
A 13? It looks like whatever it is, that little exit or the little like gap in the wall, if you pushed it enough, it looks like you could kind of move like something and make it bigger if you wanted to.
Secret entrance.
I also have mold earth. If we need any help. What do we think?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. We're gonna poke the bear. By that I mean move the wall.
As these two like walls kind of just like slam into the dirt, into the side ahead of you, it goes like directly up, and what you see, like kind of going forward, you see that same granite as the flooring of the mausoleum, like ahead of you and up. And it kind of ramps up directly into it.
Back to the mausoleum?
There was. You were right, doll. There was access from the mausoleum straight down into this fucking place. I'm so sorry.
Wait, did you say that was right, Billy? That it does lead back to the mausoleum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, city planning in this place. Am I right?
We are going the wrong way. Let's go back up that door.
Maybe this is a sign.
Yeah, should we long rest in the mausoleum before we continue?
Yes, I think that maybe we should sleep.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Maybe this is a sign from God / our DM.
Yeah.
This was always here. I'm going to make that very clear. I am not swaying anybody.
We'll revisit this in the morning.
I only
Your
need a
most
short
devious
rest.
puzzle yet, Billy.
Yeah. You made us go around in a circle, and now we're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
It's always here.
Yeah, maybe we should rest.
Yeah, everyone wants a rest.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's see if
Okay,
we can find a
make
way
our
into the
way-
mausoleum from underneath. Because right now we can just see granite, right? Is any of the bricks loose?
They
They are. Oh, is that you just nodding to what I was saying?
Yeah.
Ah,
Go ahead and roll me
that was your
a.
listening nod, not your agreeing nod.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation
excited.
or anything that you want to get this.
You.
to get
I'll
this-
Zero.
assist you. I'll assist you.
Do we do the whole like ghost thing where your hands are on my hands as we?
Sure. Like the pottery scene? Yeah.
Yes.
But for manual
That's so
labor.
strange.
Not
Yeah.
the manual later. I got a plus
Eliana
0.
turns
We got a 12.
You written like on the bottom of it, on like where the door is. You do notice there is like a tiny little scripture. Like there's seems to be like 3 lines, and on the bottom of it, what languages do you speak? Comprehend?
Common, draconic, and primordial.
You see it on the bottom. You can't read it. It's no language you've pursued.
Can I read it? Can I
Yeah.
try?
I sit down. I'm done. I'll give up.
You've worked
should I just
very hard today.
I'm about to climb back up this fucking ladder
The
again.
ladder? Don't climb up the ladder. We'll find
I'm gonna nap here and I just crawl up into the mud.
slime. Gross.
Oh no! It smells like decomposition.
Kind of fruity.
Mm.
Yummy. Mm.
What languages do you speak, doll?
I speak common. Of course. Celestial, druidic, elvish, and infernal.
You see 3 lines written in Elvish.
I can read elvish. What does it say?
It says 3 times the name of the third.
Oh.
We didn't do research on the people inside. Wait, tip the bones out. And let's ask them.
I'm sure there's a skull in here that still has a jaw attached. Eliana! Hold out a skull to you in Shakespeare fashion. I relay that to everyone else. Does this mean anything to any of you?
No.
Cool. Maybe we should ask one of the dead.
So Eliana, she collects stories, right, from people for her songs. Would this phrase have come up in any of the stories that she's heard?
Roll me a... Oh boy. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
Or a history check with disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's definitely a tall order.
That's correct. I got 2 19s, which plus 6 is 25.
Jesus Christ. I will say, I would say you have heard it, like, whispered amongst, like, at, like, shows. The only time that you heard it was when you seen Voltark, like, talking to somebody else. That person came up and, like, said that in their ear. And, like, that's all you got. You made out pieces of it. But it seems to match the same phrasing that you heard.
Eliana says, I've heard it before, but I don't know the answer if it's a riddle.
In what context did you hear it?
Just whispers. Someone had said it to Voltark.
Is it a password?
Maybe. Voltark, Voltark, Voltark?
The mausoleum seems angry. It doesn't open.
Can I say that out loud? 3 times the name
Is
of,
this like a-
of the third.
Yeah. You say it, and
Say it aloud.
the mausoleum does not respond.
Mm.
When Eliana says what they say, do we know that means that it's like a well-known thing, or that just Eliana has heard it? Like, is it?
She has heard it, like, through, like, bar talk, like, very, very, like, just hearing, like, bits and pieces of people talking back and forth to each other.
Okay. I'll ask my mother.
Who would be the third? That's interesting.
Does this handwriting, and this is an assumption I'm going off of, that Synphalin's handwriting is kind of all similar because they're like robots, but I could be wrong. Like it's more like pristine and perfect is what is in my head, but I could be so wrong on that. Does this seem like an elf wrote it, or like a synthetic elf wrote it?
I would say an elf.
Can I think back to my memories from before I landed here? Just think of any stories in which I can remember somebody being referred to as the third?
You're gonna have to roll me a history check at, like,
Yeah,
super
that's so
disadvantage. Like,
I have
I'll
many
roll
stories
3
about
dice.
people wanting to be a third, but I mean, I've never heard of it in such a context.
Okay, I had 2 12s and then I had a 3. So 3 plus 6 is 9.
you know, say, like, you remember, like, I would say there was once somebody you ran into, like, previously, with the name Faendel the Third.
Fane down, fane down, fane down.
Doesn't open.
Eliana stomps her boot, and she...
Can you remind me, where is this inscription?
It is written, like, right on the top of, like, if you were, like, walking up, there's a ramp that goes up, and then the ramp is closed off by what seems to be the same flooring of the mausoleum. And then it's, like, right on it.
May I ask why we are trying to decipher this?
I'm not sure. The floor is stone. Yeah?
Granite.
Billy?
Yep.
Granite? Can I use mold earth to open a 5-foot hole in it?
Yeah, you can. I absolutely can if you want.
Fuck this
I
puzzle.
don't know why you followed. I mean, it's
Gotta
a
stop
fun
having
riddle.
Stone
We can-
doors.
You can do anything you
lazy.
want. You don't have to solve the riddle. If you want to blow this door off
Yeah.
its hinges, go for it.
Sure.
Yeah, you open a 5-foot hole. It's open.
I'll
Eliana
use
whispers,
my.
I loosened it for you.
You did. You did with your friend's name, something. I'm gonna send my little fungal infestation dude to climb up there first and see if his head gets lopped off or anything.
He pops his little head out as he kind of peers around. No, just seems like it's
Oh.
empty.
And it's just the same mausoleum where we just were with all of the open.
Yep. Even the bones he stole, like they're still stolen from the same spot.
We made it so
Wow.
far.
Look at that! We're here again.
We're in more need of a rest than I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
Eliana.
I'll send. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No,
Go
no.
ahead.
No, go for it.
Well, are we up there then? We're all up there now.
I'll climb up there. Yeah.
Eliana's looking at the third grave. She still wants to know the answer to the riddle.
The third grave is Urak. Like on the it's boom boom boom, boom boom boom, boom boom boom. Top 1/3 would be Urak.
Eliana
You had that
walked
name
over-
speedily prepared, Billy.
Nobody looked at the fucking wall.
The riddle the whole time.
Eliana walks to the hole that's now made in the ground and goes, "Urak, Urak, Urak."
As the mausoleum floor opens with still a giant hole in between.
She crosses her arms and then goes back to the corner that she had prepared earlier to rest.
Who did it?
Nice.
That's all I wanted.
I'll keep watch. Y'all sleep, rest. Get it all sorted.
You
just gonna
want
pop
what's
myself
his
up
bucket to
into
keep
like
you
a-
company?
Yeah, if he wants to. Can he sit crisscross applesauce next to me? And I'm gonna sit up onto one of the higher coffins so I can get a good look.
Sit crisscross applesauce next to her and don't bother her.
Fam. And it
Fam.
up there.
It's where we all fam.
In the mausoleum. We all.
In the mausoleum. Spit, sorry.
I guess Rotmeyer will go into low power mode. Watchdog mode.
I go over to where the pile of bones was, and I then into a pile of bones myself, and take my long rest.
Who's all resting? So we got Dahl, Rotmeyer, Eliana, Dante. You resting?
Mm-hmm.
I am conscious during a long rest.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Yeah. And I just have to do light activity to constitute a long rest. So I just continue to I use my watch as my light activity and I will write in my book. Got smart to write. Gotta keep up with the fans.
I am technically meditating and am semi-conscious as well.
Nice.
Bunch of night owls here.
Mm.
The night goes through.
I actually I end up having conversations to Eliana and Rotmeyer, and then I'm like, so rude. They're sitting up and not responding. Just back to my book again.
After 4 hours, I talk to you.
Yeah, nice.
We get up and
It's actually
yeah.
quite nice having some company.
I agree.
You can discuss some of these scenes with me, and then we fade to black.
Oh my gosh!
If you guys fade, I'll say 8 hours passes. As you want it to be.
Excellent.
All of you are long rested.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Nat, did you have any spell slots left before we went to bed?
No, I prepared locate object.
No, I meant
Yeah.
to close the hole before we go to bed.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a cantrip, so I can
Oh,
close.
oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'll use
No,
Mulder
done.
to-
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
thought like fix the hole because we know the password, and then that way there's no
Yeah.
no
trace.
no floor surprises.
Yeah.
Now it's
Cool.
morning. Sorry.
I make a note to fix the hole. I meld earth, mold earth.
Mend
Back to
earth.
shape. Mend earth. I will fix you, dirt.
So you mend the world back together.
I
the
can
hole
fix
closes.
it.
I can fix her. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. Second time's the charm.
Yes. Are there still dead bodies? Are there any freshies?
That's actually a great question. Give me...
Oh, maybe I should have stayed down there and watched.
The pile of slime seems to have like shifted a bit onto some of the fresh corpses. Not fresh, I'm sorry, onto the corpses that have like no slime on them.
No slime. Like the slime is slowly consuming, growing.
So it's alive. But you don't
Gross.
touch it.
That or something
Yeah.
licked it.
Does anyone have actually, I have an empty vial from the potion that I gave you the other day. Can I have vial? Just a little bit of that slime? Boop. Put that in a vial.
Right up.
And I tie a bow to it. And I hand it to Doll. And I'm like, Doll, I got you some flesh-eating slime. Seems to be growing.
It's like you knew my love language was gift giving.
Yeah.
Bless you. And I look at it. Does it move on its own?
Not that
If
you
I
can
like
see.
hold it up.
Like it just kind of like settles. I do need
You might need to feed it.
all of you that are down there. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no. Wait,
Again.
did anything happen earlier from my last one?
Not that you know.
Oh, not as good. 15.
Okay, that's
So
better.
15.
15
I have
as well.
19 that time.
Hmm.
A lot of 15s.
Uh, 11.
Perfect.
Ruh-roh.
And who got 19?
Me.
Anybody? Okay, perfect.
I think 14 plus 5 is 19, I believe.
Everybody else was sub, like 16.
15.
Oh,
15 for a lot of us.
For Fred.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. I genuinely was just trying to figure out where everybody sat. Cool. Okay.
Oh, we do matter though.
Okay.
It will matter.
Alright, let's go.
Where are you
Yeah.
going?
Gonna go straight.
Do we feel weird or anything when we go down here?
Yeah, do we feel like we're saving from something?
I would say, anybody that
Feel like fighting off a sneeze or like a yawn or something?
I would say you guys get like almost like a sensation of like nostalgia, but you can't like put a feeling on it. Like it's like maybe you've seen it before, maybe the atmosphere kind of just like rolls into you. You can't really muster the feeling.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
That's
I
weird.
hate that. That's awful. Alright. Oh wait, I get to hit the long rest button now. Nice. She's fresh. I'm just gonna go hide in my bottle. You wake me up when we find something interesting. No, I'm just joking. Let's which way? I vote forward because that's just the first one I think of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, forward is fine. I think that's really the only way out of here.
We can turn left where that kind of gets cut off.
Yeah.
If going forward initially turned us around and we were going west, that means going forward is going east, correct?
Yes.
Based
so we're
on
not going the way we need
I
to
don't
go.
like unexplored tunnels.
based on where
Yeah,
you guys are at,
Mhm.
it would be technically either way. Like the location is V'd off. Like left would be like a way that like because you guys are kind of diagonal. You're not exactly straight with what you're looking at right now. So if you went left or if you went straight, technically your location would pretty much be dead center in between those two pathways.
Understood. So we would be going north.
You would be going north, just east or west north.
Yeah, either northeast or northwest. But I think
Okay.
either way, it's moving north, which is convenient for us. Usually, waterways follow the streets ish. Because, I mean, they're drain pipes, not sewers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're draining water from the streets.
Do you
We
know
gotta
which
go
way
north.
we should go, Rotmeyer?
I only know north. Believe it or not, I do not spend much time under the ground.
Let's just go for it, right? Let's just go. Let's pick one and go. Worst case, we have to turn around and come back, right? We've already
be
done
that
that
way.
twice.
If well, how about this? If we go northeast, that would put us closer towards the inner gate, right, to the Lumina Quarter. If we go, I imagine there would be a stronger guard presence that way. If we go north, the other way, the other path, I imagine that would have fewer guards. That's just.
Let's do that. You're so smart.
Do you? It seems like you're able to communicate with people when you're not around them. Is that correct,
Me?
Ash? Yes.
Yeah. If you have signed my book, yes. Yeah.
you
Give
think?
me a pen.
Mm-hmm. Give you. Oh, yeah. Of course. And I hand
Well,
you a
do you
pen.
want my signature? I get
I would
asked,
love
asked
it.
for
Yes,
my autograph
please.
often.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, we'll
And
pretend this is an autograph and not a contract, and she signs it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
I
You
better
have
not
like
see
a
that
whole.
on eBay later.
You have a whole page to yourself. That's just like your name.
Well, if there are going to be more guards one way, then maybe the people who don't have a large wanted sign, or maybe we divide the attention.
Split the
'cause
party?
We don't know.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and then if you can communicate with us, if we have our names in your book, and I assume now everybody does.
Yes. Everyone
Then-
does.
Then, if that is what we are going to do, then I think the people that are able to teleport others, maybe they should split up as well.
That is true.
Yes. Who else can teleport?
I cannot.
Me, kinda.
Alright. So
Yeah.
I'll go bad side because I've got an invisibility up my sleeve in case we run into anyone or any guards trolling these sewers. What is this place called?
Drain.
Water?
Storm drain?
Drains.
Drainage
Water drains.
system.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who's
And then
All right.
Who wants to come with me?
yeah. On the other side.
on the other-
If Ash's side's gonna be more dangerous, then I have to volunteer.
Rodmeyer, you choose. Would you rather go
Hmm.
the more dangerous way, or? And I feel like our friend Anori. Did I say her name right?
Yep, I'm right here.
Anori should go the safer route with Doll.
Yes.
Um,
But we
Let's-
probably shouldn't keep the two wanted people together. No, we're not keeping the two wanted people together.
Yeah.
You two are separate. Good.
All
That's
right.
what we want.
um,
Sorry to separate the two. You and no.
it's no worries. Eliana grabs Rotmeyer's arm and grabs it. So- Okay. You and I, we have an understanding, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. You can heal, I can heal.
Yes.
I feel like if Dante, because it seems like he can hit very well. It seems like that is something he can do, and
Agreed.
You seem very strong. Is that something you can do too? Do you hit very well?
I prefer not to, but I can cause some damage if need be.
Just, we're not going to allow the other people in our group to murder anybody unnecessary. Is that a deal?
I will try my absolute best.
Shake, 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 shake. Really, either one of us. You guys pick. It's like flag football. Do you guys have that flag football? Where you're
Oh,
from?
everybody loves flag football here, though.
It's a Tarsonvale
never
national
heard of it.
sport.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Like
Let's
cornhole
save-
in Utah.
let's save
Why?
a bunch
Oh my
of
God. Every company I've ever worked for plays so much cornhole. So
Really?
Can't stand it. They have
Really?
wedding venues here where they're like, we even have cornhole, and I'm like,
we have the best cornhole in the state.
What?
yeah, why?
What weddings are
The
you
heck?
guys? Okay, never mind.
All
Look,
Utah weddings.
folks with bad knees love cornhole.
It's true. It's true.
Do you all have a preference of who goes with who?
I can also heal. So maybe Rotmeyer should go with Dante and
That is
Ash.
what I was going to say. If they are more likely to get into danger, I think I am very good at staying in one place and shooting healing lasers at people.
That sounds
All
good to
right.
me.
Incredible, amazing. And
All
Ash
right.
has saved you before, so she can do it again.
Absolutely.
There's precedence,
Eliana
yes.
links her arm in dolls if she lets her.
I'm kind of smelly. I smell like mildew, but
She holds her nose a little bit. In a
it
polite
smells
way.
about the same as this storm drain.
Oh, then she doesn't
right
hold
now.
her nose.
All right, then away we go.
Wait, do we have a way to communicate?
I was gonna
with each
say, and
other?
as you guys leave,
the
I'm like,
notebook.
just so you know, you can't just talk to me, so I'm gonna leave a line of communication open. So I'm gonna write a message to you. Don't respond to me intentionally unless you need something. Yeah? I think we
Understood.
can make it work like that, because
Sounds good.
I don't know the rules.
If you leave a message at the tone, we're allowed to respond to the voicemail.
Whenever you feel like. Yes. So I leave a message and I just say, stay safe and keep each other safe. She has a way with words, you know.
And yeah, if we are still heading for the clinic, which is what I assume we're doing, it feels like it's been 100 years since we set off for it.
Yes.
Just look for the tipsy trader, like the clinic. The abandoned clinic will not be far from it.
Right.
You
See
guys
ya.
split.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Really quickly. I promise I'm gonna give you guys all your time back.
One of us is gonna meet a dead end and then just have to turn around and meet it with the group.
Mhm. That's
Well,
kind of
this
what
is
that
what
map
Becca said.
looked like. There was just like a dead end and one way out of there.
But he said don't necessarily account for the dead ends.
Yeah, he said don't count dead ends on the map.
Ooh.
This works better. We'll start with Ash, Dante, and Rotmeyer as you guys make your way in. A little bit off, you see like another thing, like kind of like a pulsing on your left side, kind of as soon as you make that turn, and you hear help me, please, help.
Oh yeah, this is the fun side.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. Alright, let's look.
As you make your way up, you guys walk right up and see is like there's kind of like again that red ooze. As you see like a head and an arm poking out, you see what looks like a kind of a very injured water genasi, like with his arm kind of pulled. as he kind of just lays there, and there's like a little pool of almost, it looks like his own blood kind of under him, and he goes, I don't know who you are. I promise I can pay you if you help me out of here.
Ash is
Do
first
I
like
know him?
offended that he doesn't know who she is. But she gets over that after a moment. She leans down. She's like, how did you get down here? And I would like to try and like look at how he is connected to what he's connected to, and if he is savable.
It looks like it's just on top of him. It doesn't look like it is like necessarily connected to him.
Okay.
You could probably pull him out. And he looks up at you and he goes, I had a job to do. I was working. And this thing kind of just, it just fell on me.
Okay,
Do I believe that?
if you two want to pull him out, I'm gonna try and should I stab this thing into the ground to try and like pin it while you guys pull it so it doesn't come with him?
14 insight.
There's something behind it, but you're not 100% sure. It just seems odd that you didn't hear it back in the room you were in.
Ash,
Yeah?
he should not have just been audible to us.
Did you say Ash? Are you fire tonight? Oh, fuck. Never mind, just, you're good. I'll wait. You're good to go.
Oh, ain't that a fucking turnaround?
I'm getting you out of there. You two pull, please.
All
And I'm
right.
gonna use 2 daggers, and then when you guys pull, I'm gonna like stab into this because like I'm picturing like a blanket of moss almost that's
It's
like
kinda-
a slime,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like try and stab into the ground so then when they pull, it's like got an anchor.
Grab him like that and just yank.
Yeah.
You are able to, like, pull him out as he kind of, like... Oh, goodness. Everything all over me. Thank you. I very much appreciate it.
You really would have waited for someone else rather than have us help you?
The discrimination is odd.
I apologize. I jumped ahead a little bit. Thank you, though. I'll be on my way. So, I appreciate the help, the three of you.
How did you get down here?
I was hired down to kind of monitor some of this area. I just was doing my patrol and I ended up getting stuck. So
Why are you patrolling the waterways?
it was just a like an odd job. I get hired for a lot of odd jobs and they didn't really tell me. They just said keep an eye out around here and make sure everything was going okay. And nothing terrible was down here.
Getting hired
What
by
gave you
the
the job?
exchange often.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah, but a lot of us get hired that way.
Mhm.
Does he look injured?
Not really. It looks like he was more smushed. You realize that the blood he was laying in wasn't his. Or, like, if it was like... It was probably oozing from the thing on top of him.
Then I'll pat him on the shoulder, kind of like, pat his clothes down a little bit. It is a good thing you had the strength to free yourself from your predicament, and saw no one else down here.
Yeah. I mean,
I am.
it would have just been a matter of time. Well, alright then. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time. I can find my way out, so... Much appreciated, everybody.
What was your name?
My name... Flo. My name is Flo.
Do I believe that?
Yeah, he looked a little unconcentrated for a second, but, I mean, passive insight. His name was Flo. Based on what he's saying.
Let's keep going, I guess. That's fucking weird.
He looks at the two of you, and then he makes his, like 3 of you, I'm sorry, and then kind of juts around the corner very quickly back to where you guys came from.
He's gonna go get someone for sure.
We should.
Why are we leaving him?
What's that?
Why are we leaving him?
What would we do instead?
Wait, are we gonna drag him with us?
Shrugs. All right, let's keep going
Yeah,
then.
I don't really feel like it, but I'm going to send a message to the other group and just let them know that there is a water genasi that we just freed and they've run off into the, and I'm gonna make it be like, yeah, they've run off. So if he gets caught face to face to them and Dole uses blight, that's his own fault.
Yes, the shotgun blight.
Did you write that to them in the book?
Mm.
Can you tell me?
I wrote them. I write to them saying like a water genasi is on, like, has been freed, and is walking through the tunnels. Some sort of glacial exchange job to keep an eye on the tunnels, and then that's all I send. Flow. Full stop.
Do you write flow full stop?
Mm.
As you write,
Music changes.
Flows the trigger word.
Yeah,
Nah!
It's time for us to get
That book doesn't have a
insurance.
trigger word anywhere in it. Stop it.
Core.
I need better than.
Oh, fuck. I spell it wrong though, so it doesn't count.
Flu.
Do you?
F-L-U.
I need to be very clear. If you are writing flow the way that you think it's spelled,
Yeah, FLO.
your
Stop.
book,
E.
your book, like, goes gold for a moment, and as your pages start like flipping and going backwards, it goes to the page where you originally wrote flow, back a couple, like back in Pendragon to your mom.
Oh,
As that water genasi is gone on his way around that corner, you realize that was the person that took over your shop in Pendragon. And that water genasi is gone, and then we're gonna pick up and find out what happens to Dol, Aliana, and Anori in the next episode and see what happens. Thank you all for taking the time and watching. I'm so sorry we ran late. I really had to try to end it as quickly as possible. But you're all fantastic. Thank you all for watching, and please go check out some of our other content. We love you. Enjoy Raid Screen, and are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Always.
Let's go, people.